Hey everybody, welcome to day 26 of our 30 Days of Lives. I'm Sam. Happy to have y'all here. Come on in, say hi when you get here. Let me know that you're watching. Please be sure to sprinkle this video, which means to share it. Let folks know that you're watching, that you've been enjoying our 30 days. We really appreciate it. Be sure to join our group, which is also called artsy.bits.n.pieces. We've got a contest going on in there, Christmas tree making contest. Hey Jen. We've got all kinds of good stuff going on over there. We share all our lives in there. And we welcome everyone. We invite everyone to post what they're making, what they're working on, so that we can see it and everyone can see it. Everybody's super nice. We give really good feedback if that's what you want. If you don't want feedback, we don't give it. Or maybe we do anyway. But we're always super nice. Happy to have you watching. Happy to have you participating. Thanks for sharing, Jen. I'm still trying to find it. There we go. So that I can share it to post. So what I decided to do, well, when we first decided to do 30 Days of Lives, and by we I mean Jen, and day 26, I knew that, well, Jen works Thursdays and Saturdays, so I offered to take those days for sure, which meant Thursday in November pretty much includes Thanksgiving, no matter how you look at the calendar. So I was thinking right off the bat, I'm like, well, everybody's home with their families, or a lot of folks are home with their families. A lot of folks still have to work. I'm lucky I don't have to work. I got today off. Hey sis. I didn't have to work. I watched the parade this morning. Well, not the actual parade. I watched the one on CBS, which is like sort of a recap-ish one from last year and years past and whatnot. Sort of a retrospective, if you will, which was really cool. Hey, Jatora. I really enjoyed that. Got to see some of the performances because I love to watch the Broadway performances that they always have and whatnot. And we got to watch that and spend a little time with my youngest before I took him back to his dad's. And I did just the tiniest bit of shopping because I saw that Dollar General was open. And I'm super glad that I did because all of their ornaments were 50% off. So I was very happy about that. Got a bunch of ornaments for crafting. So what I'm going to do tonight, though, speaking of crafting, which takes me back. So I didn't know what I was going to do because I knew I was going to be live on Thanksgiving. And I thought, well, I got some pretty cool like Thanksgiving leftover recipes. So I could do like a cooking type thing. But I didn't cook Thanksgiving dinner today. So that wouldn't really work. Then I thought, well, maybe I'll go live in the morning and do like a kids craft and be like, hey, you can keep your kids occupied with this, blah, blah. And I decided not to do that either because I figure more people are going to watch this after the fact, like tomorrow or whenever, a year from now, than are going to actually be watching it right now, which is totally fine too. So I decided instead to do a fall into winter craft. So it's sort of a pun. I do love me a good pun. So what I'm doing is I'm taking these Dollar Tree carvable pumpkins. This was actually originally orange. I put 4 coats of paint on this baby to get it white, and it's still not like completely white. In the right light, there's some orange shining through, but I don't care. So it was originally orange, like this one here that I used in my centerpiece. So it was that bright, shiny orange originally, and now they're white. So what I'm going to do is make a snow person. Actually, 2 of them. I saw this idea on Pinterest and or maybe another crafter. I'm not sure. I'm thinking Pinterest. And I love snowmen. I love snowmen. They're my favorite thing for Christmas, for winter. I just absolutely love snowmen. I'm all about the snowmen. So, you know, if you stack these babies up, what does that look like to you? A snowman. It's so perfect. I've seen people doing this with the pumpkin buckets that you use for trick-or-treating. They spray painted those babies white and stacked 3 of them up, cut the handle off, obviously. You can put them on a stake, a post, and put them out in your yard. I just thought they were so cute. Put different kind of hats on it. Super, super cute. So, speaking of different kind of hats, I have this here so super stinking cute hat that I got from Wish, actually, a while back. It's a lady's hat. It's got feathers, it's got a bow, it's got lace, it's got bling. So I decided that my snow person is going to be a lady. It originally came with alligator clips. Right here, you can still see where the glue was, but one of the clips was already broken off when I got it. Thank you, Wish. The other one I just popped right off because, you know, hot glue. So I'm going to make one. I'm going to make a lady. She's going to be 2 snowballs tall, 2 pumpkins tall. And thanks, Jen. And then I'm going to make a little one that's just a noggin. I'm going to use this little stocking cap that I found in my closet. Reduce, reuse, recycle, right? Isn't that going to be cute? So it's kind of going to be like a mama and a baby. Kind of. So I just, like 2 seconds before I came live, remembered to plug in. I know, isn't the hat super cute? I've got another one similar to this too. So I'm sure I'll find another project for that guy. I don't even remember why I bought these off of Wish. But now they're coming in super handy, that's for sure. Right before I came live, y'all, I was sucked into the Facebook wormhole. I was looking at people's Thanksgiving pictures. I was looking at pictures from Alan's 8th grade musical, which was 7 years ago. Yeah. So I looked at my phone and it was like 6:58, 7:58, 6:58, and I'm like, oh crap, I gotta be live in 2 minutes. So it takes me a while to get logged in, to put my phone over there. I didn't have my light plugged in, y'all. It was a hot mess. Didn't have my phone plugged in. Ooh, that's something I forgot. Skewers. Hold, please. See, now y'all get to see I'm in my jammies. You're welcome. Yeah. There we go. I didn't run away. I'm still here. Don't you worry. I didn't go too far. Make sure I don't kick the cord for my glue gun or my light. That would be bad. Skewers. I totally forgot about that. Because yes, I am going to glue these together, but that's not like the perfect sturdiness. That's not even right what I mean to say. That's not the best solution. So the skewers I'm going to use after I glue them together to really give them, these two, some stability and hold them in place. So I'm just going to break them off because they're a little too long. I actually have skewers in like 4 different sizes. You can believe that? Because, you know, you need different sizes and for different projects. And this was just the size that I had the handiest. So that's what I'm using. All right. I also need to figure out the best face front. This guy's got a big old dimple right there. There's not, oh yeah, that's the bottom. I think this is the best face front. I'm going to glue those together. Plus they've also got seams running down the sides. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. It's a seam running right down. So I definitely don't want that in the front. But that on the sides. Yeah, that's a good face front for him. Okay, so let's glue this baby. My glue gun had a little issue earlier. I was gluing some little teeny tiny bows. That reminds me. I'm gonna show y'all how to make little teeny tiny bows, because Sharon was doing her live the other night and she was making put a good amount of glue on there. She was making ornaments out of Jenga blocks, and she wanted to put little bows on top. Well, they had to be teeny tiny because she had like, you're still in your work clothes, tutorial? I didn't work today. So, I did actually get dressed earlier, but then I was packing for this weekend, and y'all, I never got COVID, but I gained the COVID-19. Not gonna lie. So I was trying on my jeans to make sure they still fit. So after I did that, I'm like, I'm just throwing on my jammies. Then I was like, I gotta go live. So I did change my shirt, but I left out my jammy pants. So you're welcome. All right, let's get this baby in there for safety and stability. Nice. Okay. I almost broke those at like the perfect height. I squirreled. I can't remember what I was talking about. Oh, little tiny bows. So, Sharon said, you know, it's hard to get her fingers to work to make the little tiny bows. And Jen's like, yeah, me too, because I have arthritis in my hands. And I'm thinking, yeah, me too. I mean, I don't have arthritis specifically that I know of, but I spent years as a cashier, as a waitress at bowling, and whatnot. I worked at a computer for the last 12 years. So, you know, especially when it comes to nighttime and done for the day and whatnot, my hands don't always like to cooperate and whatnot. So I had commented that I needed to show them the fork trick. And I think it was Jen was like, yeah, I've seen that. I'm like, well, I'm going to show you how to do that. So seeing as how most of this craft was already done before tonight, before I went live, because like I said, 4 coats of paint, and I'm not going to sit here and talk to y'all while paint dries. Not that I don't love ya, but it's nothing quite as non-awesome as watching paint dry. So, we're not going to do that. I'm not going to sit here and make you watch paint dry. So I did that. So this is going to be fairly quick. So I wanted to do show you how to make the bows too. Isn't that cute? The most wonderful time of the year. Love me some buffalo plaid. Dollar Tree, y'all. Well, they probably don't have them anymore because that was like 2 months ago. So I want to paint the face on last because I don't want to be touching it, and it's not going to dry right away, and I don't have a heat gun or a hair dryer to dry it, so I'm going to paint last. I'm going to put everything else on first, starting with our beautiful hat. Let's see if I can see. I forgot about using a fork to make a small bow. I've never done it before until I just tried it out because I put them on. I made a bunch of little tiny bows for my little tiny snowman ornaments that I painted a while back. Aren't they cute? Pinterest. These are the Jenga blocks that I got. I have 2 sizes of Jenga blocks. I've got the Dollar Tree super tiny mini ones. Hold on. Pause. So I've got the Dollar Tree super tiny mini ones. These are painted white. And then I've got these much larger ones from a knockoff Jenga game. And Jen was awesome enough and cut a bunch of these into smaller sizes for me. So I asked her nicely to cut a bunch of them into like fourths and halves and like a 1/4 and 3/4 and whatnot. So that's what these are. These were those big Jenga blocks cut into fourths. Fourths. That's a weird word to say. So let me tell you, God bless Jenga blocks for crafters. Jenga blocks and popsicle sticks. Am I right? Hat. Okay. I love this hat so much. It's so cute. I almost don't want to glue on it. Well, let's see. Am I better off putting the glue? I'm trying to feel because, so the top of the pumpkin, this is concave. I don't know if you can really tell, like 3D-ish, but this is it's dented in. It's concave a little bit. And obviously the hat is, you know, hollow. So, like, if I put the glue, like, right where this ledge is, that's going to be inside the hollow of the hat. So I got to put it on just the outside. I'll put it on the hat. Put it on the hat, you know. I keep turning my pumpkins around and forgetting which way is my face way. That's not the face side. That's the face side. Stop moving the pumpkin stand. Just going to mix yourself up. All right. Putting the glue on the beautiful hat. This way she still gets a black hat, just like your traditional Frosty the Snowman. But it's blingy for my lady. Trivia. What is Frosty the Snowman's girlfriend's name? Do you know? Anybody? Anybody? I'll give you a chance to answer, because I know there's a delay. But don't y'all be cheating in Google. Just saying. You can if you need to. I wouldn't blame you. I only know because, like I said, the snowmen are my favorite. Actually, Frosty and Frosty Returns, I think, are both on tomorrow night. Got my DVR set to watch them. I mean, record them. Because I'm going to be not here. Misty. Close. That was Sharon's guess. Yes, Jen is reminding everyone to please say hi when you come on in. So we'd love to know who's here hanging out with us. There we go. There's your hat. I did look earlier at Misty is incorrect, by the way. Yes, Jen, it's Crystal. She shows up in Frosty Returns. Is it Frosty Returns, or does she show up in the... No, I'm questioning myself. I think it's Frosty Returns when she shows up. I did look at the hat a couple different ways earlier before I did this to see if I could do it like a little bit sort of askew, because I think that would look kind of cute. But because of the shape of the hat is super flat, and the pumpkin is also super flat, except for the little concave part, it just wasn't going to work out. So, there's her hat. I'm going to glue this hat on our little dude. I'm going to make sure his hat seam is in the back. This is his face. That is his hat seam. Pumpkins are super light. When I first put the hat on, it totally knocked the pumpkin over, which is hilarious. There we go. So what I'm going to do for him is, there we go. That's right. Run the glue right up underneath here. I don't need my finger protectors because this hat's really thick. Otherwise, I would totally have them on. There we go. Leaving some little glue strings here and there. That's all right. When they dry, I can peel them off. Right. He's a homie snowman. He is. I couldn't think of like the word for him that I wanted to use to describe him, but this is like the only stocking cap that I found, because I'm pretty sure the boys have theirs like with their winter coats and stuff, which are at their dad's. So this is the only one that was in there, and nobody wears it, so it's not like anybody's going to be missing it. But rolling with my homies. Rolling with my gnomies. When y'all make gnomes, you have to sing that song. I'm just saying. I do have some supplies to make some gnomes based off of a live that I watched from Lizzie and Aaron. But I haven't made them yet. But I should. I should totally make them. Okay, so for the noses, what I decided to do was, I wasn't going to paint them on because I want them to be 3D. So, scoot you there, sweetie. I took a pipe cleaner and I cut it in half. Where was the other half of my pipe cleaner, yo? Okay, I don't know. Oh, you're on the floor. Hold, please. I don't know how that happened. Okay, so I took my pipe cleaner and I wrapped it around a pencil. I don't know where I learned this trick. I feel like I've known this trick since I was a little kid. You and Jen should make gnomes together. Totally. If I had more time this weekend, we would all make gnomes together. I've already got a very packed schedule. I don't remember where I learned this trick. I feel like it was maybe when I was, when I was a little kid. But you wrap a pipe cleaner around a pencil, and you take it off, and it makes like a little tube there. But I don't want it to be just a tube. I want it to be a little more carrot-like. So I take one end and I kind of smush it down, pull it out a little bit, and make it just a little bit pointy. And then Sunday morning, that is true. Because, you know, I don't know when I'm leaving on Sunday, but it's not going to be the crack of dawn. But good luck getting Sharon up early Sunday morning. Just saying. She's a third shifter. And she has Saturday off. So, we will see. We could probably make a plan for that. And then I take the other end, and I just pulled out the end to make a stick out part to put in the pumpkin. Okay? So that's going to be the pumpkin nose. It's going to be the snowman nose. I'm going to keep saying pumpkins because they're pumpkins till they're done, and then maybe I'll start calling them snowmen, snow people, snow persons. I have a little, these are the stems that I took out of the pumpkins. They're just on toothpicks, but I tried this earlier. Also, I try not to leave anything to chance. I tried this earlier to, I'm just going to stick it in the pumpkin to start the hole for the pipe cleaner, because the pipe cleaner, these are carvable pumpkins, so they're hollow and whatnot, but the pipe cleaner isn't strong enough on its own to like poke in there. Oops. What did you say? So Monday, Jenny and Sharon are making gnomes. Oh yeah, for Sharon's live. Is that the last one? 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. I didn't know. We could do gnomes Sunday morning, then I could do again right after instead of at noon. So y'all figure it out and let us know. There we go. See? Doesn't that look cute? With this 3D nose. Alright. She needs a nose too. Make sure I'm lining it up with her hat, seeing as how I already put her hat on. Also gotta leave space to make her face. Paint her face. Give her nose. Broke my thumbnail so that there's like nothing there to use to, there we go. Push that in with. There, she's got her nose. Kind of hard to see if I turn it like totally side on. There we go. There's her nose. I just wonder why people did that. And I'm like, oh, because you can see better. Right. So now I'm going to paint on their faces. I got these little sort of dot painter foam brushes in a set, either from Walmart, Hobby Lobby, or Dollar Tree. I don't know. They all have it. So I'm going to use that because I don't paint worth a darn. All you people who can paint, you amaze me. I can't. And going pretty traditional with the face as far as like, you know, eyes, mouth, the whole circle dot thing. Because I am crafty, but I'm not arty. I love people who are arty. It's just not me. And crafty works just fine. So, got my black paint. Yep, you can see that. Dipping my sponge in there. And here we go. Pray for me, y'all. Because I just realized the eyes are going to go right in the divot of where the... Nice. Sections of the pumpkin are. So maybe I start with the mouth just to make myself feel better. So I don't know what this sound is. You guys probably can't hear it. But it honestly sounds like my neighbor is running a cricket or something like that. Because I have a cricket, an old school cricket. And I know what it sounds like. And I hate white noise. But maybe it's the heat. I don't know. But it's got that sort of whir, whir, whir sound. And it's distracting. I really don't think y'all can hear it. There's too much paint on there, dude. I call myself dude sometimes. Alright, so starting with the mouth. I'm going to give her more mouth so that she's smiling. There we go. There we go. Now, I thought this was going to be so fast, but I just talked so dang much, y'all. But it's still as fast because I'm almost done. But y'all are welcome for me not making you watch paint dry. Nothing against the folks who use hair dryers and heat guns. I honestly considered getting a heat gun because, who was it? Mikey said that he got his at Harbor Freight and it was like $13, $14. So I'm like, I got a Harbor Freight up here. I could totally do that. Okay, one eye. She's going to need two eyes, right? I mean, you know, just to be nice. Ha! There she is! Isn't she the cutest? I just remembered, though, I did say, thanks, Jen. Thanks, Sis. I did say that I was going to do the paint last, so I didn't touch it after I painted it, but I just realized I forgot her scarf. It's all good. When I put on her scarf, she'll be fine. All right. Little eyes for you, dude. You're so cute. Oh my goodness, Mama loves you, buddy. Okay, hold on. Like he's one of my kids, right? Sorry, I don't know why I'm getting so tickled by this, but he's so stinking cute. Look at you. Oh my goodness. So stinking cute. All right, you need a mouth. I need more paint. Oh, please. Okay. There you go. Alright. That was way more paint than I needed. But I could leave him like this and he's just surprised. Or he's singing. He's singing. I should leave him like this, right? I can't leave him like this. Should I leave him like this? He looks so cute. He looks like he's singing. You know, like they do on Charlie Brown? Oh, I don't know. I'm torn. I'm just saying. Eyelashes and cheeks. Yo, I said I don't paint. No eyelashes and no cheeks. No. Simple. Nice and easy. Simple. Yes, leave him like this, Jen. I love him so much, you guys. Look at him. Just like, oh. Blowing on his face to make his eyes and his mouth dry. Oh my goodness. Eyelashes and cheeks. Do you forget who you're talking to? I do have a paintbrush. It's really crappy. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it because I know me and that's not the route I want to take. Look at this super cute ribbon. Let me get the plastic off so it's not so glary. plastic. Third time's the charm. Look at this super cute ribbon that I'm going to use for her scarf. It's black, white, and gray plaid, and it's got little silver lines in it. Can you see how sparkly and pretty that is? So sparkly and pretty! To the homie mouth. His mouth is cute. He's so cute, y'all. Rolling with my homies. Y'all, I don't even know that song, but I know that one line from Clueless. Because that's what she sings. After she gets knocked out with the shoe or whatever. I don't know how much ribbon I need. Let's see. See, and this is why I didn't want to paint it before I put her scarf on. That's okay. Winging it just a little bit. That's plenty. Okay. So, it's not a ribbon tail, so I'm not going to dovetail it. I am, however, going to fringe it because it's a scarf, and scarves have fringe, right? You can look at her while I do that. Ribbon. You can look at him too. Ah, so sick and cute. Get my crap out of the way a little bit. Okay. What did my sis say? I need that ribbon. Yo, I know. It's so pretty. Oh, and all of your stuff is black and white and gray monochromatic. I got it from Scott, I think. Watermansloft.com. Pretty sure that's where I got it. I think I said the other day I need to start writing on my ribbon where I get it from, because people are always like, oh, this is where I got my stuff from. Y'all, I got so much ribbon. I know a lot of it came from Craft Outlet back when I first started buying, like back in, I want to say February or March, like right after COVID shut everything down. I bought a bunch from Craft Outlet. Well, you know what? That fringe doesn't work because I need to cut that off and do that again. That was the end of the ribbon that was bent, and it was like super creased. Super creased. She's super creased. She's super freaky. Sorry. So I have to redo that fringe. There we go. That's better. Why don't I feel better? Okay. Maybe I can even rough it up just the tiniest bit. But I'm like 80% sure I got this ribbon from Waterman's Loft. It's super pretty. Okay. So, now, I'll scoop you over there, dude. I'm going to put her scarf on without touching her painted face. I know. I'm going to sort of crease it in the middle so that it lays down here. I can get it on her without touching her painted face. Painted lady. Yeah. All right. Sometimes I feel like I need to write down the steps that I should do stuff in, so that way I don't forget. I totally should have put this on. Okay. What do you think? I'm gonna have to glue it on because it's ribbon and it's too hard to tie it. It's too stiff to tie it into like a nice bow, like if I had used fabric. But I didn't like any of the fabric that I had enough to, I mean, I love my fabric, but it wasn't sparkly enough. So there we go. So her scarf is going to tie on the side like that, sort of like over the shoulder, one in the front and one down the back. Yeah. Oh, and then I can put some buttons on her. Okay. What do you think? I'm gonna have to glue it on because it's ribbon and it's too hard to tie it into like a nice bow, like if I had used fabric. But I didn't like any of the fabric that I had enough to, I mean, I love my fabric, but it wasn't sparkly enough. So there we go. So her scarf is going to tie on the side like that, sort of like over the shoulder, one in the front and one down the back. Yeah. Oh, and then I can put some buttons on her. buttons. By that I mean paint. I have actual buttons. Yo. I have a ton of little black buttons. I totally could have glued buttons on her instead of painting. But that's okay. Alright. I totally could have done that. That would have been better. Well, it wouldn't have been better, but it would have been easier on me. Just saying. Finger protector. Trying to see my... Hey, Tiara. Thank you for sprinkling. All right. Now, where did I just have that? Yep, right there. That's what I thought. So, right there. And throw a little bit of glue in going around too for the ribbon to stick to. I don't need my finger protector. I'm just not pressing where the glue is. There we go. And I'll open that up once her paint dries. More glue here. This is also awkward because these, like I said, these pumpkins are so light. So I feel like I'm knocking it over all the time. I did that actually. So I've been painting this over like the last 3 days because I would sit down and paint a coat on when the girls were doing their lives. And half the time I'd get a little rough with my painting. And I like knocked the pumpkin out of my hands a number of times. Luckily it just landed like right here and I had my table protected with plastic. But still, don't know my own strength sometimes, y'all. There's your scarf. She's all done. Oh, buttons. Does she need the belly buttons, y'all? Do you think? I don't really think that she does need them. What do you guys think? I'll put some more. There we go. Stay up there. What do you think? Does she need the belly buttons or no? Thank you. She is so stinking cute. They both are. This is her homie. Who she's rolling with. Rolling with my homies. Still in part of that song, I know. Yes, she needs belly buttons. Belly buttons, get it? I didn't even mean to say that. Sharon says cute the way it is. I'm going with Sharon because that means I don't have to paint it anymore. Sorry, Jen. So here's our little homie. He's singing, or he's excited, or he's like surprised. One of those three things. And here's his mama. She's classy. She's one classy dame. One classy dame. She's got feathers and lace and bling 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 on her hat. All right, so I'm going to show you the tiny bow fork trick. I need to see if I can zoom this in. Hi, how you doing? I can zoom it in. Sorry, that's really close of me. Okay. Yeah, that is like super zoomed in, y'all. Okay. Hi, how you doing? Okay. So, fork trick. What you're gonna do, take a fork, any fork from your silverware drawer. And, hey Marilyn, happy Thanksgiving. I'm gonna hold this string. I'm gonna leave like a couple inches of string here. All right, then I'm gonna wrap it. I'm gonna wrap it around the fork. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do 6 times because I prefer even numbers. All right, put my scissors away. That was silly. Now I'm going to cut this string off and see that they are crisscrossing. All right, can you all see that? So I've got the string on both sides. Got a string on both sides. From my string, from the roll now, I'm going to cut a little piece. No, I can't give you exact measurements for your OCD. I still love ya. I'm going to stick it in the middle of the fork beneath the, I'm using this twine. So in between the two center twines, so right in the center is where I'm sticking this. Okay? And then I'm going to wrap it around and come back down on it from the top. So this is my little piece that I had just cut off, and these are my two ends still hanging out from the twine that I wrapped around the fork. And I'm going to tie this into a knot. Sorry, I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? Yeah, I'm going to tie that into a knot. Rolling with my homies. I can't stop singing that. Okay, so you see that? I feel closer to you already. Ain't that the truth, Chitora? Ain't that the truth? All right, so now you can see I don't have any makeup on. All right, I'm going to slide it off the fork. I'm going to slide my bow off the fork. I'm going to tighten this knot that I just made really tight. Ugh. I'm going to tie it again because, you know, for security's sake. And look, y'all. We got a super cute little teeny tiny red and white twine bow. And that's exactly what I did when I put them on my ornaments. And then I cut just a regular loop and put it through my screw eye. So, which I think is like the funniest word ever, but that's literally what the package says. Screw eyes. They're called screw eyes. That's one of those things you say it like 5 times really fast, and you're just like, is that even a word? That doesn't even sound like a word. But yeah, so there we go. And it's got 4 little tails. So you can, I'm going to trim these down because obviously it's not an octopus. There we go. So that looks a little more right. No, whatever. So cute, right? I know. Super, super cute. So I did this with twine. But you can also do it with, oops, sorry, thin ribbon. Like this is some, how thick is this ribbon? I want to say it's like 3/8 or a 1/2 inch. Yeah, I got too much stuff in my caddy and dropping stuff all over the place. Ha, 3/8, I was right. Okay, so this is some 3/8 ribbon. You can do the same thing with this. Leave it down there, leave a little tail, wrap it around. This is thicker, so I wrapped that twine around, I think 5 times. I'm only going to wrap this around 3 times. Leave my tail end over on this side. So I got tails on both sides. Cut that off. I'm going to cut a little piece. That might be too little. We'll see if I can tie it. Do the same thing. I'm going to scoot this up on my fork a little bit. Sorry, my big fat fingers are in the way. So I'm going to stick this right in the middle, underneath where I made my loops. Stick it right in the middle between those 2 tines and come back on top in between the 2 tines, just like this. So this is like a side view. So it's underneath and on top. I'm going to tighten this. I'm going to scoot it off the fork. And then I'm going to knot that. You see that? There we go. Since I zoomed in, oh, here's something else. Said fork, kind of use that to like hold my stuff in place when I'm using the ribbon. I didn't really need it when I was doing the twine, but I found that I need it when I do the ribbon. Could use the end of my scissors too, but you know, make that fork useful. That's what I got it here for. Okay, so I just tied that in a knot. This is the front. I almost tied my knot super tight on the front. I actually want to tie my knot super tight on the back. So I'm just scooting it around. You can't tell on the twine, you can on the ribbon. So there we go. Scoot it to the back before I get it super tight. And super tight. There we go. Knot it again for safety, so it doesn't come unraveled. Totally knew I cut that too small. I got this. Don't you worry, y'all. I got this. I got you. I can do this. Rolling with my homies. I feel like I should learn more of that song. Then I'm like, nah. I feel like I got the best part learned. All right. Now this one's a little different. I'm going to actually cut off the ends of the knot here because otherwise that's just not, doesn't look right. So, cut and cut. And there's the tails of that little tiny bow. I'm going to cut those babies off. Tiny bow. And it didn't bother my fingers because I used my fork. So, thanks. I think it's cute too. Super handy. I also did one earlier. I did it on my fingers. And I'll show you why. This is just to give it a different look. So, let's see. I didn't use a patterned ribbon, but that's okay. So I'm going to wrap it around 3 fingers. I'm going to wrap it around 4 fingers. That's too big. 3. Y'all, I totally need to redo my nails. I love my Color Street nails, but these have been on a while now and they need to be redone. Okay, so I wrapped this how many times? 3 times. I'm going to go for 4 because I like even numbers. Sorry, fork. I'm going to cut that off. So then just like before, even though I'm using a slightly different method, I cut me a piece. I'm going to cut this one longer this time because I learned that lesson. To tie the knot with. No, I'm not tying the knot. Slide it off my fingers. Because I used 3 fingers, I couldn't put this between. Because that was not a number. So, can you see this? Bring it back here. Now you can see it. My fork. Hold that in place, would you, pal? I'll tie a knot. And I'll show you why I made this a little bit bigger. We can make this bow just a little bit different. Move my fork out of the way. Tighten it up. Make sure I'm still in the middle. Super helpful. Okay. Awesome. Yay. Yay. Okay. And then I'm going to cut this off again. If it was, this is stiffer ribbon. If it was lighter ribbon and it would lay nicely, I mean, you could leave it. You know what? You could leave it. I'm going to trim it though. Because once you put it on wherever it's going, when you glue it on, you can probably glue it in place. I keep rubbing my nose. No, I'm not sick. It's just super dry in my house. I need a humidifier. There we go. So the reason why I did this one with bigger loops around my fingers is so that you can fluff out the bow. Check it out. This ribbon might be a little too stiff to make it look really nice, but y'all, I've got my iPad over here so I can read the comments so they're closer to me, and it's on a little bit of a delay. So everything I do, like when I touch my hair or rub my nose or whatever, like 10 seconds later, I see myself doing it out of the corner of my eye in my peripheral vision. Right there on my iPad. It's kind of funny. And then it makes me think, yeah, stop touching your face, and these two are stuck together, and they won't fluff. Come on, I can see there. Ha! Thank you. So, it didn't fluff as much as I wanted it to because it's a stiffer ribbon, but you get the idea. So look at that. another cute little bow. This one's bigger than this guy, but that's okay. You got two different methods. You can use different media, I guess, sort of for your mixed media projects. Yeah, but either way, they work, and they're super cute and super tiny. That's like, what do I do with my measurer? It's an inch. It's literally an inch wide. So cute. Sharon says, very cute. Now I need to make some. Yes, you do. And now you know how, so you can. Jen says, oh, yes, everyone, thanks for joining. Share if you enjoyed the videos. This is day 26 out of our 30 days, which means we're almost done. But, good news, we're not going anywhere. Now, I can't promise that we're going to go live every night. But, because, you know, I don't speak for everybody, and there's 3 of us here. But, I'm going to still do some every once in a while. Trying to get my comments to come back up. And my iPad's arguing with me. Comments. There we go. Might have to make an individual video just showing that for our group page. I can totally do that, Jen. You're right. I thought about that earlier too. And I just wanted to add it to this one to make this video last longer. But I can totally do that. And then I'll zoom in a little bit differently / better. So you get more than just like, you know, no forehead. Someone kind of like crouching down. But I will definitely do that. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed my snow mama. She's pretty. She's got a blingy hat. And her homie. Aren't they the cutest? They're so cute! Careful. Wet paint. Oh. Be sure to come back tomorrow night, Friday night. Jen is making something. So terrible at this. This is why she's in charge. She remembers what everybody's making when they're making it. The round. The wooden. She's got a wooden round, a piece of round wood, a round piece of wood. I don't know. And she's doing a red truck design on it, which is super, super, super cute. And that's tomorrow night at like 5 or 6. And who knows? She might have a special guest in the shop for that. Or 2. Or 7. Saturday morning, I'm going to be making a mesh wreath. I had put on the schedule that, yes, 10 a.m. I had said a winter mesh wreath, because that's originally what I was going to go with. I have a sign that says, let it snow. And then in, like, small letters underneath, it says somewhere else, which is really cute. But I didn't have, like, everything to go with it that I really wanted to. Like, I don't have... So anyway, so I changed up the theme of the project, but it's still a mesh wreath. Super cute. Gonna use a sign that somebody made for me, and I got some really cute mesh and some other embellishments and whatnot. So it's gonna be a fun little surprise Saturday morning, and then Sunday at noon, Jen is gonna make shadow boxes. That sounds fun. So is that today's 26, 27, 28, that's 29. Sharon is our final finalist. She's our day 30 girl. And she had, I do remember that, it said cookie cutter garland. So that sounds really cool. I know she had been planning to make tassels the other day and had said that was going to be part of that project. Maybe she made the tassels offline because that's the night that she fell asleep and Jen had to come on and do a craft instead, but that's okay because that's what we do. We stick together, we cover for each other, we make it all work out. Yeah, so thank you for watching. Please spread the love, share. Don't tell anybody I said share. And like our page, artsy.bits.n.pieces, and join the group, artsy.bits.n.pieces, and share your designs, share your crafts in there. Whether you make something similar to what we make, maybe you make something else entirely, maybe you crochet, maybe you paint like actual pictures. That would be amazing. Maybe you do really cool food stuff. I don't know. But, you know, post it in there. because we would love to see. We would love to see your projects. We'd love to include them in the group and whatnot. So do that, and happy Thanksgiving to everybody, and we will catch you tomorrow. All right? Have a good night. Bye.